Here you go.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kimberlee Liu. I am the treasurer of the organization. To add on to the information already provided, I would like to emphasize that we did put together a neighbor outreach and provided all the information regarding the project to LV1. And since then, we welcome all questions and concerns that the neighbor has. I also would like to share that our group is made up of majority elderlies. It's a very small group at the moment. The organization is not only providing a place for everyone to share the same beliefs or a way of life, we do also act as a help and volunteer center for these elderlies. We help them in all aspects, such as doctor visit, groceries, paperwork, anything that they need help in. I strongly believe in community services. I was brought here by my adopted American grandparents. I was raised and encouraged to attend church every Sunday and heavily involved in community services. I was taught by my tough grandparents that being kind and able to lend a helping hand is a very good policy. And I do use that as my principle. Today, I would like to ask you, the commissioners, to support us in this project because we need to have a solid wood so that we can continue our work in our community services and something that our children can grow into. And that is all I have to share since you said that I only have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Any questions, Ms. Liu? Yes, Commissioner Cobble.
Thank you very much, Ms. Liu. I'd like to ask a question that Commissioner Schmidt asked of Ms. Ballard, but I think it might be as more important to direct it to one of the sponsors of the project. And I come at this not because counting how many neighbors have expressed concern. I'm right now looking at paper, and certainly your project is not the only project in the county, as Ms. Ballard points out, that has had some code enforcement issues before you get on the right path. Mm-hmm. I would just like to ask for your, do you understand that it is, if this project is approved, the county is really serious about these conditions and they need to be complied with?
Yes, most definitely. I do understand. And we will comply.
Okay.
Any other questions? Commissioner Schmidt?
Okay. To follow up on that, will all of the people who attend the church understand those requirements also?
Yes.
And comply?
Yes.
Okay.
I will make sure that they do.
Okay. Also, the neighbors, as you know, have submitted lots of documentation to us and they have, been watching what's going on with a lot of detail, maybe as was pointed out, maybe more so than neighbors at other projects. But there are a lot of neighbors around this property, and maybe not so much around some of the other properties because it's right next to San Jose, or you enter it from San Jose. But a couple of neighbors have pointed out things. You talked about being kind to people. A couple of neighbors have pointed out things that were done that, according to them, appear to be unkind. And I was just wondering if you had a response to that. I think the neighbor behind talked about putting mirrors or something that was an Asian, bad luck issue, and putting toilet up next to the property line, that sort of thing.
Well, to answer you in the mirror issue, first of all, it was a a very nice piece, big piece of mirror. And since everyone can tell that we don't have a storage and we don't have any structure that to store that piece of furniture. So because it's mirror is easy to break, so logically we would just rest against the little what would you call the patio, little, on the stairwell, that there's a little corner for entrance stand. So logically that, with that mobile home, we can rest it against that. So does that make sense? Oh, yes, but it removed since we complied.
Okay, I thought they showed something else, but maybe that's what it was. I thought they showed specific little mirrors focusing on their property, but I may have misunderstood a photograph. Another question I wanted to ask it: if this is approved, there will be no food preparation on the site. Will you have events where there will be food served that would be provided from off-site?
We will do cater.
Pardon, you will do catering?
Yeah.
Okay, so there will be food served at various events.
Snacks, little, yeah.
Okay.
But it won't be prepared on site.
No, there won't be any food prepared on site. As I have mentioned, there will be catering, and they are finger foods, little cups, little bowls.
Okay, and I thought that, again, it was mentioned that there might be receptions and that sort of thing, but it would still just be small.
Yeah, snacks, food. Is that what you have in mind?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, yeah, but those are a couple of bowl of noodles, pre-packed.
Rice cakes? Oh, hold on, Ms. Liu. We have one more question.
One more question. I read all the staff reports and every letter from the community. And personally, I don't like confrontation. And I saw that in many of those emails or letters or response to the community signatures. But my question to you is, has been a time when you have sit together with these neighbors, or maybe in the community meetings, that you have trying to get to the middle of this issue, or you never got together and explain each other your differences?
As I have mentioned, that we did put together neighborhood meetings, and we did not have a chance, or the neighbor did not give us a chance to explain further what is the project's about. And to be honest with you, the last neighborhood meeting that we had, I was very frightened. I was insulted. Yeah, I left with that emotion.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Commissioner Schmidt?
I'm just following up on what I was asking about before. Commissioner Rouser had found the place in the documentation provided by the neighbors on page 45. It does show a series of round mirrors on posts that a neighbor had taken a picture of, saying that 3 magic mirrors with incantations written on them to conjure evil spirits into my home. That's on page 45 of the documentation that I think the neighbors have left out there too. I was just wondering.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Here you go, Ms. Liu. Just
Thank you.
If there was a religious reason for placing those mirrors, You have to explain it to the commission now. These if you did not place them, then you say you didn't. But if there was a Buddhist religious reason, which I'm told could be a reason, you can explain it. Okay?
With this mirrors up, I do not believe that that is Buddhist religious. It was just up because with a group of members think that it will, in that area, because we are a piece of open land, and a lot of, I don't know what you call those big birds, that hawk, I think. Yeah, that it always like come down and we grew some vegetable, and sometimes neighbors have chickens, raise chickens, and pets, and kittens, and it will come down and ate them. So, and at the time that we put that up, because we have, we saw quite a few kittens in the area,
So you're trying to protect your vegetables.
and the kittens,
Okay.
and the chicken surrounded.
Okay.
But that is one of, yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. That's it.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.